Hey guys, welcome back to AT Gameplay, and we are back with Dangerous Relationship, Ryouhei's round. So apparently we were making out in the restaurant, and Ryouhei decided to say that really we weren't really anything to him, which is kind of sad. Anyway, let's see what happens next. I wasn't sure what I should say oh my god. I wasn't sure what I should say in this sort of situation. Just go along with it, Subaru whispered quietly in my ear. Ryouhei looked like he had something to say, but he stopped himself at the last moment. I was just going to introduce her to him, so that's why I called Ryouhei here. Sorry you had to see us have a fight like that. Koichi didn't seem to be buying the story. In any case, the manager grabbed Ryouhei by the arm, like he were a thing, and pulled him away. Come with me. We're short on time, and the next shooting is about to start. Okay. Ryouhei nodded and followed soberly, following the manager and Koichi out of the cafe. Thanks for coming. The bell to the door jingled as it shut behind them. Well then. Subaru turned to me with a face of regret and disappointment. Sorry, this was all my fault. Huh? Ever since grade school, he's been too busy with his work to have a girlfriend. More like they never gave him the chance to even if he wanted to. I remembered how ecstatic Ryouhei was, just by eating fast food together at night. It was pitiful, yet touching at the same time. Seeing him with the girl for the first time, I couldn't help but tease him. Why? He's never been in love before, so he has a hard time admitting his feelings. I was trying to force it. Oh my god. I was trying to force it out of him, but I only ended up hurting you too. It's okay. We were just friends anyway. He meant what he said. I'm not so sure about that. I think he's pretty serious about you. Subaru surprised me with one hefty confession. Really? Well, forget what I said. It means nothing unless he says it in his own words. Subaru, what good is your advice? You haven't even had any luck with women yourself. Off behind the bar, the master chuckled at himself, quite pleased at his interjection. Shut up. I've heard enough out of you. I just haven't met the one, is all. I had to laugh, seeing Subaru so flustered and blushing. See? You've made her laugh at me. Good to see you smile. Here you go. It got cold, so I poured you another. Thank you. They set down a cup of hot chocolate in front of me with a clank. I brought the cup to my lips and took a sip. Subaru watched me, smiling with a gentle expression. You aren't the one for me, are you? That was random. Nothing. I hope you two make it. In love. Love? There was no doubt in my mind that I had fallen in love with Ryouhei, the superstar singer. That was very quick to fall in love with him. I mean, you've only met him 2 days, right? That's kind of very quick. On one of my days off, I headed into a record shop to do something when I ran into Yukie. Ate? Yukie? I turned to face her after placing the new voice CD I had holding back on the shelf. That's the one released tomorrow. Did you come to get it early? Yukie had 4 similar CDs in her hand already. Why do you have so many? These are the regular and limited edition, so these are for listening and for safekeeping. Yukie held all of them to her chest as if hugging them. You don't say. That's what you came for too, right? And we are going to put... Of course. Of course. Here. With a thrilled grin on her face, Yukie held out the set to me in her hands. I'm too strapped for cash to buy all 4. Then I'd buy just the limited edition if I were you. Yukie picked out the thickest limited edition in the bunch and handed it to me. Okay. Inside the thick box were posters of New Voice included with the purchase. Locking eyes with Ryouhei in the poster made me short of breath. Ooh, I felt like such a fangirl. Heading to the register, I couldn't help but shrug and wear a bitter smile. Oh my god, look! Shrill screams suddenly filled the air. I look around and see what's going on. Ate, quick, come see! Having paid already, Yukie started tugging my arm for me to hurry. I quickly took my bag and receipt and was dragged by her to the street. What's going on, Yukie? The group's coming to the shop to campaign for their new CD. What? I wonder. Will Ryouhei be with them? Not der. She said the group. My heart fluttered with anticipation, but also with worry. Ever since he called me just a friend, I hadn't seen him at all. He had sent multiple messages to my phone, but not once did I reply to any. Instead, all the messages I wrote but never sent filled up my drafts folder. Uh-oh, my son may be waking up. From top to bottom, it stored all my messages that were written but never sent. There he is, Ryouhei! Yukie launched her arm in the air and waved toward the New Voice crew. There was Takuya, Koichi, their youngest member, Kaoru, Mizushima. Thank you. Thanks for your support, everyone. And Ryouhei was there as well. He was surrounded by a swarm of friends, protected only by a few more mere guards. As he waved to his fans, I knew there was no chance I was getting near him. I was just one of the many who never would enter his eye. Ryouhei! Yukie blasted out with a deafening screech. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a deafening screech because my son is kind of napping. He's really close to waking up, so that's why I'm trying not to be too loud. It was so loud, it attracted the attention of Ryouhei himself, who smiled at her. Thanks for coming. Yeah, he looked at me. He spoke to me. What am I going to do? I want to burn this image in my eyes. So excited she was, that she took my shoulders and made my bones rattle. And then, exclamation point. His eyes locked straight at me. Huh? Ryouhei's face changed to a stern expression as he recognized me. I was positive he saw me. His face was blank, making it impossible to read his emotions. What? Yukie, who was watching him intently, looked back and forth between him and me. Ate? I read Ryouhei's lips as he whispered my name into the open air. Next to him, Takuya saw I was there and gave me a wink. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, sorry. He tried to whisper something into Ryouhei's ear. The screams all around suddenly grew louder, making it impossible to hear. To combat the noise, he raised his voice and spoke to Ryouhei a bit louder. Zoning out again? Cut it out. We've got work to do. After snapping out of it, Ryouhei glanced at me once before vanishing into the shop. I distinctly heard him say, again, which means it wasn't the first time. Ryouhei. Yukie watched on with a chafed, I guess that's the word? Kind of a weird word to put. Look, as I called out his name quietly. Ate. As if waking from a daydream, I was startled by Yukie yelling at me. You're going to lose them if you don't follow. Just a minute, girl. I saw that. Huh? Ryouhei was staring right at you. Not only that, but he said your name. Even Takuya winked at you. You caught all that? Don't underestimate the power of a fan. You better tell me right now what sort of relationship you have with New Voice. No, wait. You and Ryouhei first. You should go to the handshake event before the line gets too big. Why did it get so dark all of a sudden? You're coming with me. Yukie grabbed my arm and dragged me to stand in the line for Ryouhei. Thank you, I'm grateful for your support. As fans lined up to meet him, he shook their hand with a smile. Eventually, it was Yukie's turn, but he froze up when he noticed me behind her. Ryouhei, I just bought all your new CDs. I'm always watching you. Thanks. Ryouhei? You've had your turn. Next, please. When I stepped in front of him, his lost expression crushed my heart. I'm always cheering for you. Thanks. He gently took my hand and shook it. His hands felt so incredibly warm. Next, please. I went to step out of the way, but Ryouhei wouldn't let go of my hand. Huh? Ate, why didn't you respond to any of my messages? When he asked me in a hushed voice, I looked around to see if anyone was watching. Fortunately, just the girl behind me was giving me a dirty look for making her wait. However, off to the side, Yukie was watching us closely. Ryouhei, my hand. When he finally released it, I hurried to Yukie, who grabbed me in turn. We need to talk. I'm going to leave this here because I feel like my son's going to wake up any second now, and of course he'll do that while I'm recording. Anyway, I'll let you go. It seems like things are getting a little odd, I guess you could say. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye!